Good morning and welcome back to this week's video. I would just like to take a quick minute of your time to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Athletic Greens. As a new year begins, a lot of people like to set intentions, and I love how a new year feels like a fresh start for implementing some good habits. So we were really happy when Athletic Greens got in touch so that we could take the first step to starting 2023 with a healthy foundation. We've been drinking AG1 by Athletic Greens for a couple of weeks now, and starting each morning with a simple healthy routine that makes us feel great helps to keep a positive momentum going. Consistency is key with new intentions, and the easier a habit is to do, the better it sticks. If you haven't heard of AG1 before, then it's a nutritional drink with 75 high quality ingredients covering the nutrient gaps in the modern diet. It's super easy to use. You just add 1 scoop to 12 to 18 ounces of water and drink it once a day. Nutrients are best absorbed by a healthy gut, which is why it also contains dairy-free pro and prebiotics. You can check out the link in our description to find out more, and you'll also get a 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D3K2 and 5 travel packs of AG1 for free with your first order. Thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. So it is an absolutely beautiful day here. It's like 15 degrees Celsius in the shade and in the sun, t-shirt weather. I cannot believe it. Today may be the day we finally get hot running water. Yesterday we put the other roof panel on our shower area. We've had this portable water heater and we've needed different parts, and I think we finally have got them all together. So that's what we're going to try and attempt to get today, and get the water from our IBC running through it. So fingers crossed we'll have hot running shower by the end of today. Eventually we want to build a proper bathroom on the side of the barn. This will become the bedroom. This will be our project this year, hopefully. We're just saving up to put a new roof on that, and then where this lean-to is here, we're going to apply for planning permission to build a small bathroom on there. Probably a couple of years away till we do that, but we just didn't want to spend too much time, energy and money on this, knowing that it's temporary, even though 2 years is a long time. So yeah, we just have the roof panel. These are only €15, but they're really good. They're the ones we've got on the cabin, and then this sheeting we'd put on already. We found these by the bins. They're like what playgrounds are made from. There was absolutely loads of it, all powered up by the bin, so it's much nicer to stand on than the white gravel stones we had previously. So yeah, we thought we would just stick them on the floor and see how it goes, seeing as they were free, but we'll see how they handle hot soapy water. They might get a bit gross, who knows. But yeah, I'm excited because having hot running water after 2 years without it is going to be a delight. I can shower for as long as I like. Right. So, I reckon we screw into that hook. Oh look, tiny baby grasshopper.
I'll cook it. Cute. Right, you say you've got a hook?
I've got screws.
So, the most solid things is either this or that, but...
Yeah, I just think... So I can put a screw in for that to hook onto, and then a screw in there, maybe on this middle joint, and then maybe even something extra for the top there as well, because it can't go on that.
Yeah, I think just that would do it. I don't think you need to hook.
Yeah,
I think if you screw top and screw bottom.
So in that one.
Yeah.
Little angle grind it off, I guess.
Lovely.
And you don't think a screw in there too, just for safety?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Gas.
And then we could also then put the shower this side.
Yeah. Okay. We're needing means of holding this. Because that can't just hang.
Yeah, I think I have an idea.
Excellent, I like it already.
If we screw this to the wall.
Yeah.
So, like that.
This bad boy for the rescue today. Drum roll.
Maybe because this is like pulsing. No, it's not in the water.
Is it not in the water?
It's gone back up in the water.
Oh.
So the problem we had was that this pipe going in here curled back up and out of the water. Okay, if I just hold it.
Yeah. Whoa.
The shower's on the floor, yeah?
It's showering!
Is it hot?
Getting hot. It's getting hot. Can't see me. This is something we never thought we would ever have. It's actually warm. Never, ever, ever again in life.
Right, don't waste all our water.
Oh.
So you can turn it off on the shower head.
Oh yeah. Oh, there is leaking.
Okay. It's just like scooping back up. Right, where's leaking what?
Just a couple of the those fittings.
Yeah,
Awesome.
this leaking isn't good though.
No, but I think like it's probably just a bit of tape or something will do it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But I'll show you what our setup is. So this is a complex shower. They kindly sent us this a few months ago and we couldn't figure out how to get it to work. So they sent us also this pump and then we couldn't work out how to actually hook this up. We're not very good at electrics, it scares me. They suggested that we get this, which is actually a battery repairer. So if you've got like a car battery that needs repairing, apparently this will do it, and that's why it does like this pulsing thing, and then you have to press it again, and then it does like a full pump. I think this is quite a complicated way of doing it because they do have a full set. I'll leave them in the description just because I think this is brilliant. I wish we'd known about this before because we've been living off this one, which is great, but you can only have so much hot water. This is on-demand hot water hooked up to the gas, and yeah, very, very excited. We struggled to find like the right tubing and the right connectors and things like that, so we've got there in the end, and we've got lots of screws we need to make this a bit safer, and we're gonna put plastic in here and especially on the back here just to protect that a bit more from any water.
I don't like it.
What are you up to?
Connecting to overflow pipes together.
Did we get the right size?
Got the right size.
It's a miracle.
For some real strange reason in Portugal, the different brands of this sort of stuff, one of them does it all in millimetres and the other does it in inches. So
we're always getting confused anyway, so it's easy to confuse us and then it's already confusing. So this is the overflow from, we need to actually attach it. It was attached to the old IBC, so it's the overflow for this one, and then we're going to have it, try not to move too fast, goes behind the greenhouse and the climbing wall to the two IBCs we put here the other day. So the overflow will go into one of those, and then the overflow of that will go into the other, and then that will be our drip irrigation for the vegetable garden and eventually vineyard that we're going to plant here. It's very exciting. Iwan's just pointed out these to me, growing on the apple tree.
So I don't think that's chicken of the woods.
No.
I think it's the other one of the woods.
The one that'll kill you.
I'm not sure.
Iwan's taking me on a mushroom hunt.
Not really a hunt, I know they're there. Our little garlics.
Yeah.
Not garlic, that's a weed.
Yeah, we're coming. Oh, they're weird, aren't they?
The little holes on the top.
Weird mushroom day.
Yeah.
Where? Ugh!
That's one of those horrible puffball ones.
That's gross.
Another one there, look.
There are mushrooms everywhere with all this water. Look how full our well is. Not far to go. The water looks really inviting as well. I kind of want to jump in.
It's much cleaner than it used to be.
There's pondweeds
on the
helping.
side of the wall. Sunbathing here.
You watching the frog sausage?
Perfectly.
Shower is in place. We did start angle grinding these off, but it was too scary. So we came up with an alternative solution, which is much better. Put some corks on. Always save your corks.
Could probably put your shower gel there, couldn't you?
Have you got one for there?
No.
I gave you one.
You didn't?
Yeah, it's there.
As far through as this.
No, they have been left out in the rain because they're my gardening corks. So we have these bubble wrap that our Jackery solar panels came in, and I've been holding on to them. I'm not a hoarder, just everything can always come in useful. So we're going to screw them on. Last year we stapled a load of plastic on, and then it was quite difficult to get it off, and then it all ripped. So screwing hopefully means we can use it again next year. There we go, and this was a piece from an old greenhouse that all ripped. We're gonna see how that goes. Hopefully it keeps the wind out a bit more. Put some eucalyptus up here so it smells nice.
Hello everyone, how's it going? Gonna hit the wood pile today. As a few of you noticed, some of the logs are too big for our log burner. And proper eagle-eyed ones amongst you noticed that I was using the wrong axe. I was wondering why I've seen people in far worse shape than me easily split logs, and I couldn't do it no matter how hard I was trying. So I went and bought a splitting axe. Now the problem we have, we've just got a load of soggy mud on the floor down here. So what I did manage to find was these green, I guess you call them tiles, the sorts of things you'd find in a kid's playground. You know, it's like rubberized balls all stuck together. Yeah, we found them all by the bin, loads of them. We used them for the floor in the bathroom, and I figure we might as well use them here, seeing as they're just sat in a pile doing nothing. Well, that looks a bit better, a bit tidier, a bit less muddy. Hopefully there's enough clearance to use this axe properly. So yeah, splitting axe. So I didn't even know there was a difference in axes, which is a bit daft really, because of course there's be a difference in axes because you need them for different things, don't you? So first and foremost, that's the big difference between, I'm assuming this is a felling axe, it doesn't actually say. But that's a felling axe and that's a splitting axe, and as you can see with the big wedge on it. Also it weighs a heck of a lot more than this one does. So yeah, I gave it a little sharpen and had a quick go with it. and it is so much easier than this one. So much. Excellent. Hopefully that should save us some work. Get chopping. Oh, that was fun. Trusty new axe is a beast. Love it. Definitely made a huge difference. I sharpened it halfway through because it was getting like a bird edge, is that right? Just along this side. So we gave it a sharpen. It's come back though. So you're gonna have to learn how to use a whetstone properly. But yeah, fun. Huge game changer that was. As you can see, nice big pile. There's 3 or 4 wet days that are coming. We have got one of these wet days coming as a Saturday. Last Saturday, which was Christmas Eve, we had quite an awakening. It's the return of hunting season, and I'll play a clip now for you to see quite how, what's the word? It's a bit close for comfort, let's put it that way. It's definitely something worth bearing in mind if you're thinking of moving to Portugal, especially the more rural areas. Yeah, I mean, they can get quite close. I mean, with this place, for example, no one's probably lived here for 50 odd years, so they wouldn't have known that anybody was living here. Yeah, you try not to get too rowdy with them, because at the end of the day, they have all got guns. We managed to sneak a conversation with them as they were leaving, and explain to them that we do live here, and they did actually apologise and said that they were too close. So next week they will be further away, but we will see. It still feels a bit like you're in a war zone.
So the weather can't decide what it's doing today. It's either drizzling or the sun is trying to come out. So we can't really start any big jobs outside. So we decided it would be a good idea to move the kitchen around. Perfect grizzly day activity. We just really want to try swapping the oven from here with this cabinet here. They're both very heavy. So hopefully we're feeling strong today.
tired, everyone. It's horrible outside. So, we're going to do some cooking again. We have some spare mince meat from the mince pies. Far too good to go to waste. So, we're going to try and make something with them. Searching the cupboards, what I did find was these, which Ange made us from Project Portugal. So, spiced pears. So, we're going to make a spiced pear and mince meat pie or plat. Something. We'll see where we get. Sweet short crust pastry, 150 grams of flour, 75 grams of butter. Present we got ourselves for Christmas. Amazing little thing. It's already saved us so much time. So you should really do this by hand, but why buy it? So a pulse probably. Right. 1 egg yolk. Eggs. We were supposed to make, or try and make icing sugar, but I forgot to do it before putting the pastry in there. So, hold on. What?
Do you want me to pestle and mortar it?
Should we pestle and mortar it? Do you reckon it'll work? Where is it?
Only one way to find it.
Oh, there it is. Right. We need 50 grams. Right, my glamorous assistant is going to turn this into dust. So give this a bit more of a blast. Get the egg yolk in there. And you'll see it starts to come together. Now we need to wait for the sugar to be ready. Right, it's not quite done, but whatever.
We're more patient, it would be more.
Yeah, I'm not more patient. And then give that one last blast. And voila. So, we're going to have to knead it. Unfortunately, this isn't going to need it. Best tool in the kitchen. Rubber spatula. Silicone?
Yeah.
Probably. It's the slightest bit dry. So what you can do is add a teaspoon. I don't think that is needing of a teaspoon of water. Where will I find water? So what I'm actually going to do is just dip my fingers in the water and then less cracking, much better. So now we need to wrap it up in cling film and let it set and cool for about half an hour. We don't have a fridge. If you've got a fridge, put it in there. Yeah, we're going to have to put it in probably outside actually. Hope that no wild cats come and eat it. Right then, 30 minutes later. Okay, cut in half our pastry. Lightly sprinkle some flour onto a surface. Lightly buttered baking dish. This is extremely big. Doesn't need to be this big. Hopefully it lifts up without splitting. Oh, Jesus, Ange. Oh. Be right back. Right, back. One of those tips with jarred things or canned things. Sometimes you just need to pop the seal a bit. But anyway, we'll work out for the day. Yes. These pears smell incredible. These are amazing, and thank you so much. And what I'm going to do is curl in these edges as best we can. Redusting of cinnamon. It's rubbish pastry, by the way, but it'll still work. Always do this sort of stuff when we were kids with the leftover pastry. It's either a cat or Diogo, I'll let you decide. This is where if you were on it, you'd have told me not to feed the egg white to the dogs, because otherwise I'm going to have to make more egg white for this. And now I realise I don't have a basting brush. There you go. Fun, fun. Bit of a leak, but not bad. Meow. Oi, do you be careful. Albi, be careful. There we go. So, mostly in one piece. Chris is going to do the honours.
Mm.
Nice. That's the pastry.
That's amazing.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Just standing in our barn doorway to get out of the wind. I cannot wait to start working on this building. It's going to be an immense project. We've had such a good week. Having this shower installed just feels like a real good step forward. I was able to wash my hair yesterday, even though it was a cold, drizzly day. Having that hot stream of running water definitely made it doable. It's definitely not got proper cold here yet. We're still mostly in double figures in the days. Having some days where you can wear a t-shirt in the winter is just delightful. But yeah, the shower's brilliant. I think having these kind of like mid-gap systems is really helpful for us who have no idea what we're doing, because I wouldn't know how to set up running water or plumb in a boiler, but having this, you start to be able to understand the different systems and how it works. So I think it's really helpful that way, because now I feel a step closer to being able to do the final step when we come to it, of actually putting in a proper boiler and getting running water in the next couple of years. I think the same with sort of like the solar panel systems. Solar completely overwhelmed me when we first moved here, and even like reading stuff on the internet helps, but actually experiencing things for real just solidifies that. Having the power banks with their solar panels, I just feel like I understand a lot more now, because I understand like wattage and volts and what an inverter does. Anyway, I'm going off on one, but I just think it's helpful to talk about if you are planning these kind of things, that these stopgaps are really useful ways of resolving a situation, but also learning for the final solution. The pastry Iwan made was absolutely amazing. There's not very much of it left. It was a bit like shortbread biscuits, the pastry. Oh, so good. I might go and eat a piece now. Yeah, it just feels like it's been a good week, even though it's been a bit wet. The temperature is just so much easier to work in, and yeah, we're both feeling very motivated and excited for 2023. This is coming out on New Year's Eve, of course. Happy New Year. I hope you have a wonderful 2023. I hope you have enjoyed following along on our journey of 2022. Thank you all so much for all your lovely comments and cheering us on, because it can be a bit overwhelming doing something like this, and I think making a YouTube channel has been such a positive aspect of this as well, because just feel like it's not just you doing it, you've got lots of other people here along with you. So yeah, thank you for being here, and we're so excited for next year, because we've kind of actually there's another channel called Little Spanish Farmstead. You should go check her out. She has a great channel and they have a newsletter. The last one really resonated with me, because she said it felt like now they were just able to base their projects on what felt like most fun or they were most excited about, whereas the last couple of years it's just what is the most difficult thing we're experiencing right now and how do we resolve that. And I feel like we've got to the same position. Our basic needs are taken care of. We're warm, we're dry, we can shower, we've resolved a lot of those, and now it's just like, okay, now we can and just do whatever feels exciting to work on. So anyway, we've been a bit rambly, but there you go, end of the year rambles for you, feeling reflective. Happy 2023 and see you in the next one. Bye.
You guys cuddling?